Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Thursday night, so you already know it is time to talk some She-Hulk. And the one's hulking out with me tonight, of course, we got DJ AK Redible Hulk.
What's going on, man? How
Oh,
art thou?
how art thou? Oh, we have a good time watching this last night, getting it in.
I had a good time watching it about an hour ago.
He said about an hour ago. It's fresh in the mind. Oh, you can
Indeed.
always talk about it. Oh, the other one hulking out with us tonight is the realest attorney in the biz. What's good, Phantom?
Yo, I finally got my name back. Titania did not trademark it. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, we got a couple legends in the chat already. What's up, Jay Cruz? I see you out there. And we got Iron Trone making it. Welcome back. What's up, Iron? You watching the Hulk, She-Hulk action? What you thinking about it? Oh, She-Hulk episode 6, just Jen. And maybe it's just me being a man, but if somebody sent me a package that exploded with glitter as soon as I opened it, and then the card inside dumped more glitter all over my floor, we'd be having a conversation.
That's not just man. I looked at that whole scene appalled. Like, what? Do you know how long it's gonna take to get out of that rug?
Oh, I was just like,
she's gonna be finding glitter under her couch for the next 2 years.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we'd be having a conversation. That was completely unnecessary. And that kind of lets you know about the person we're going to be a bridesmaid for right out of the gate.
Yeah. Actually remind me of that prank that on The Walking Dead. I think Norman Reedus put like a bunch of glitter inside the actor who plays Rick
Glitter is
Grimes'
the
car.
worst. Oh
And
my
literally the
god.
moment he put on his AC, all that glitter just came out of his face into his
No.
car. You know how much hours that would take to clean out his car. It
Oh,
was
He's never gonna
ridiculous.
get it all the way out. It's impossible.
don't worry.
Mm.
Like you said, going to be cleaning that up for months. And that's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. Right out of the gate, that just put me off. I was like, oh, hell no. Like I said, we'd be having a conversation. But I loved when Jen said, like, how do you say no to being asked a bridesmaid? And Nikki just looked at her and said, no. I was just like, it's not complicated.
We've
Oh,
been
It
telling
was
you
for
about
me when
Nikki
I tried to
since day
be
one.
I tried to be a groomsman and I didn't want to be, and it was just like constant. You're gonna be one. You're gonna be one. You're gonna be one. It's like I tried to say no, and he was like, "Nope, you're coming." I'm like, "Damn it."
see?
No, I'm not. You can expect me, but I ain't gonna be there.
Oh, just see a real life action, letting you know, like, sometimes it is hard to say no for something like that. But man, yeah, I kind of like that spot. And Nikki actually seemed like she was semi looking forward to working with Mallory while Jen was going to be away. You think those two are going to bond, making Jen a little jealous in the end, AK?
It's possible, but I don't think she really needs to worry about that. I mean, Nikki is a boss bitch. Okay, Nikki's gonna do the job that she needs to do, and then she's gonna go about her business. But Jen's not just her boss per se; that's also her bestie. So, no, I don't. She might worry about it because Jen does have insecurities, and I understand why she has a lot of those insecurities. But I don't think she ever gonna need to worry about Nikki.
Nice. He said Nikki's going to stay true to the end.
Nikki, a real one.
Is Jen truly warming up to being She-Hulk? It seems more and more she's like more comfortable walking around being green. And is that because she sees how much more accepting everybody is for the Hulk compared to her? What do you think, Phantom?
Like when she came to the, I'm not sure if it was like it wasn't really the bridal shower, really. It was just like the whole like event before the.
Rehearsal
Oh, there
dinner.
we go. Yeah, the rehearsal dinner, and she came as She-Hulk. I'm like, why would you do that? I
Why
understand you're becoming
wouldn't you?
more because attention should always be on the damn bride and the groom, not on her, the damn She-Hulk now. You know, everyone's gonna pay attention to her. And that's what literally happened. I'm just like, yo, tone it down, become Jen. She invited Jen. She didn't invite She-Hulk. Granted, they are one, but still, she invited Jen. And we
Yeah, but
see as the episode
You
progressed how they treated Jen. And I'm like, are they really
exactly
friends?
my point. That's what I was gonna say at the very beginning. She said before she even left the house, we used to be cool and she knows my whole family, but we kind of lost touch. They haven't talked in years. And
so
then you see
basically
how she's acting here.
she's
Mm-mm.
inviting the She-Hulk because that would make her wedding more popular if she had somebody
Exactly.
popular at her wedding, but then doesn't want her to be She-Hulk. Like, that's the way I took it. That's messed up.
Exactly.
What's up, Imagination Realm? Always great to see you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh man, yeah. Jake says I don't know. He was not happy with this episode until the last scene. I get it. This was pretty much kind of a filler. Even she said it right out of
Well,
the
even
gate.
she said it, yeah.
She's
She let
like,
us know, like, hey, calm your nerves. Ain't gonna be a whole lot of shit going on right now. Just You'll see.
But you got your action though. A
She
wedding fight.
did get a wedding fight. We're going to be getting into it, but absolutely, yeah, that was. She let you know right out of the gate what to expect, and I kind of love that.
Yep.
If that doesn't work out, tell them you belong to the church. Oh, I can go to your wedding, but don't have to be a part of it. Yeah, I don't know. Like if somebody wants you to be a part of it, though, it's like, yeah, that is.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
fine
not
with
even
that.
about it's not about what kind, like Jake said, what kind of lawyer has no confidence. Jen has confidence, but this is not a courtroom that she's going into. This is someone that she knows in her personal life. Those are two completely separate ball games.
Feel it absolutely. Oh, but it seems like of all places, like home and around old school friends, like you'd want to be yourself, and you'd like that's your oldest friends who accept you for you, not just
Think
your
about her
abilities.
friends.
Well, yeah, we find that out. But yeah, that's why I was like, why would she? Like, she never wanted to be the Hulk. Now all of a sudden she's showing up as the Hulk and mad that she can't be. Like, that was kind of off. But then I kind of got it afterwards. And I knew as soon as that bride said, "Can I talk to you?" that she was going to talk. Like, I don't want to see the Hulk at my wedding. Like, this is my day. And being a wedding DJ, I can definitely tell you, like Fandom was saying, brides want all eyes on them for their special day. They're not trying to share the spotlight with anybody, especially some superhero that's going to outshine them all night.
Hold on though. But when somebody else with a big name that is extremely well known, that has quote unquote 5,000 jobs, blah blah blah, she was so happy that they were there. Like, you're so busy. Oh my God, I'm so glad that you could be here. So nah, that's that bitch being what they call a bridezilla from day one. Hating.
Yeah, I agree with that
And we
as
know
well.
she was. We know she was a
Right. What Jake
bridezilla.
just said right there. That shit.
What's that?
What you got on the screen.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You're part of the ironing team. No, bitch, that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. And we know she was a bridezilla because the staff ended up walking out on her, so she had
She
to
said
have her guys pick up.
nobody wants to be here because of the way I'm treating them and stuff. So can you like clean up around here?
Oh my
Bitch, what?
god, I'm the next one walking. Believe that.
I finally got a little boo thing that's kind of cute coming over here talking to me while I'm in my feelings. He don't even care that I'm not She-Hulk right now. What?
Exactly. Oh, miserable. But help me understand. Why did she say, "Of course, this is the one time I didn't want to show up as just Jen"? How come she didn't want to just be herself at that wedding? Like, why did she want to be She-Hulk there? Like, usually she wants to just be Jen. So why the switch up?
Because she wanted to have that one weekend out. Like, she's been on the grind for a while.
Grinder.
I mean, she had that. Well, she had that what them few dates, and only like one of them even came up to be anything. That's it. She's had just that one night. So yeah, you know what happens at wedding parties, man. She's trying to smash.
I don't
So
know.
she put on the best outfit in both, in all connotations of that word. She put the best thing on that she could get on to get to the smashing.
Oh man, I don't know. Maybe it was so she wouldn't keep getting punked by all the other bridesmaids. She's like, they ain't gonna mess with She-Hulk if I show up like that. But yeah,
I don't think she was expecting them to act like that.
oh, that was incredible. Yeah, why would she even go? That was ridiculous.
Exactly.
Shouldn't Jen have known something was askew when all the other groomsmen got named, but her escort wouldn't be there until the wedding? Like, I'd already have some red flags up. Like, wait a minute.
She was sus. You could see on her face she was sus, but what could she do? She didn't know. I knew it was gonna be some bullshit, but then when they showed what it was,
I
nah, bro,
was, oh
nah.
my
At
god.
that point in time,
I would
right
have
there,
left. I would have left.
yeah, not even little cute baby boo that was talking to me is gonna make me slay. I'm gone.
I've been,
Done.
And you got a cash bar? Get out of here.
Bro, talking about, oh wait, we just have to resuscitate him. He's got some problems, and be careful, he leaks. Bitch, what the fuck you mean he leaks? You know how much I paid for this custom made dress?
it is not happening. Hell no. Oh, Jake's got it. I think it's like a reunion. You want to look your best, and you want to show that you've been successful. And I mean, she's finally
All of
got
that.
superpowers. So yeah, she wanted to shine. Absolutely, she's probably been getting picked on
And
by
she
these girls.
deserves that.
Yeah. So she's like, "You ain't picking on me this time," and then found out she was going to take it anyway. It's ridiculous. Oh, it was telling how Nikki walked into the meeting with Mr. Immortal and like instinctively sat in the back. Like Mallory was like, come have a seat with the adults. You can sit up here, and offered her a chair next to Craig. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, is that going to be one thing that she's going to like more about Mallory than seems like that's what she's used to doing with Jen. So I don't know. Maybe that's one step towards Mallory.
I think that's more of that's just what she does. Like at that point in time, she's not the lawyer. She's not like the co-chair. Like if you look at from the very beginning, from that very first episode, Nikki's there helping, but she's a paralegal. So technically, she isn't supposed to be there. And I think that she's just ran like that for a while. I don't think that's ever anything that Jen has imposed on her is to like you sit in the background. That's just not Jen's personality at all.
And you can tell she's a little out of place because she instantly like tries to convey some sympathy for the client, and Mallory's like,
yeah,
like
she's trying to tell her like, no, I want you to sit there, but don't do all that though.
We're not here for that. And I love how he kept, like where I was saying, like I love how he kept saying, "I'm a nice guy." Like he just didn't like uncomfortable conversations. And I mean, if you had that power, wouldn't you maybe take the easy way out once or twice through life, fandom?
Bruh.
Of course.
Are you joking? You're just gonna jump out of a skyscraper in Manhattan instead of dealing with whatever your issue is of the day. For real? He wasn't even married to these bros. He don't have to talk to them if he don't want to. Instead of walking out the office, he jumps out the fucking window. And they're still his lawyers. That solved nothing.
She's dealing with an ex. I'm like, oh, fuck this. Done.
What's up, House Lord Rich? Good to see you out there. Good to see you. Absolutely, yeah. Sometimes it's just easier that way.
You know what? See, this is what lusting after Cersei has gotten you, fandom.
I'm not saying it's right. I just saying I understand.
What?
Oh man, who's that lady Marion? Sorry, a man should make a dog his groomsman. I think there's lots of guys that make dogs their groomsmen. I don't think that's out of there. I think that's about the same. And no, we don't trust this guy. We're going to be talking about it, but
we're going to get there.
I got all eyes on this man. Oh man, so glad you came through. Glad to be here. You wouldn't fake your death, Jay? You got two women just in there just going off, just getting you, and you're not just going to take the easy way out once or twice.
Man, the hell. Okay, what did you do to put yourself in that situation? Just don't do whatever nonsense you think you could put you in that situation. It's simple. What?
Man. And wouldn't my loans like go away if I'm Mr. Immortal and I just die? Theoretically,
that's why he does it. This is literally how he solves all of his problems. And yeah, he does come back to life, but that identity, because he is an asshole and he's made all these other fake identities, that person's dead.
Easy way out. And Nikki was getting fired up when she thinks he was mansplaining what immortal means, but I think he was just trying to convey his point from his legal point of view, like the legal aspects of it.
This is a nice guy we dealing with here, DJ. No, Nikki called that shit 100%.
He's like, legally I died. Like, no, technically I died. I came back, but technically I think he was just trying to like, hey, this is the legal way we want to go into it. But
no. He's talking to a high-class lawyer.
You should have known. And after just explaining like how he doesn't do well with conflict, these two ladies just decide to ramp it up and go in on him. So much that he just decides to end the meeting right there and once again take the easy way out. I mean, I can't believe it.
I'm curious how he became Mr. Immortal.
Right?
He's probably.
I'm thinking of whatchamacallit. What's that Amazon Prime cartoon show?
Invincible?
There we go.
Invincible?
Isn't there someone called Immortal or something?
The Immortal was in there, and then he got his head chopped off, and he wasn't
immortal.
And then it wasn't immortal anymore. Yeah,
exactly.
This guy, I don't think it matters if you chop off limbs, even his head. I think he still has the power to come back, but I don't know that much about his character. I would guess though that he's from some just random race of old immortals that's out there in the universe.
Yeah.
Do you think he's an actual player from the comics?
Very likely. Very likely.
Jake says I shine in uncomfortable situations. That's a rarity, buddy. That's a superpower in itself.
The thing is, though, he has to deal with this court case. Those are still his lawyers. So jumping out that window does nothing. You still got to come back and talk to these ladies.
Oh, man, that was amazing. How much shade was that bride throwing? Like Jen starts listing off all the amazing things going on in her life when she's all, "Oh no, not that stuff. Tell me, are you seeing anyone?" I was like, "Oh no, you didn't."
She says, "Are there any boys?" No, bitch, we dating men.
And then she's like, "Oh, that's okay. You have a little time left." I was like, "Yes, no, you didn't." Like,
what you mean a little time? Like, first, I'm sorry. Look, okay, let's leave She-Hulk out of this for a second. If you look at that chick and you look at Jen, I'm sorry, I'm going with Jen every time.
Oh,
that bitch wasn't nobody's fresh pick of nothing.
I don't know. It probably would have been a toss up until she opened her mouth. Then it would have been 100% Jen. Like, oh yeah, I'm done with you already. I can tell. Let me just.
I smelled that bullshit from way across the street. Jen, we're leaving here. Let's go.
Do you think Jen did something mean to this girl when they were little? Like, is that why she's treating her that way?
Does it matter,
girls, bro? Yeah. Mean girls are gonna mean girl wherever the hell they are. It don't matter.
Grow up. What was Titania talking about, saying she loves how Jen never makes any effort at all? I thought Jen was looking cute in that little number Luke whipped up for her. Like, what was that all about?
Cute in all those outfits, but it looks not as form-fitting on Jen, because while she can wear it, it is still built to completely fill out if she has to Hulk out while in that outfit. So I think maybe he needs to tweak the formula of the threads and the stretchiness a little bit.
Yeah. But she was banging a She-Hulk. Even the ladies were like, "Ooh, that ass is looking amazing, girl."
Yes, it sure was. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Literally, her wedding is all she has going on. I don't know. She did date both characters from the vampire movie.
So she say.
So she said she dated both.
Okay, see, and actually, that right there, that is what lets you know the mindset that these bitches are in. They're still arguing over Team Jacob and Team Edward. Twilight was like 2 decades ago.
Still living.
Even she said it. Oh my God, let it rest. That's where them bitches are at in their heads.
Oh, fantastic! Still living their best life as teenagers. I thought when that guest came out and started flirting with Jen that was going to be who she was walking down the aisle with, but nay. Like, was he really just a guest or somebody using the wedding as cover to get closer to her fandom?
You're goddamn right. Using as coverage.
We're calling it. We're going to go ahead and call that right now. This guy is.
Because if we never got like that end scene, then it's like, okay, maybe he's actually a general guy, an actual guy, but that end scene, I'm like, damn, she can't catch a damn break.
With or without it, I think he's still sus.
Yeah, he's definitely sus.
Hold up, you think that's sus? But freaking homeboy in the office, you don't think he's sus?
Pug?
No. Yes.
No, he's talking about Pug.
Oh,
no,
Pug?
I think Pug is down just like Nikki's down.
Yeah. I think Pug's nobody that into getting shoes is going to be a bad guy. I think he's.
If by the end of the season, Pug turns out to be a villain, I called it.
It's very. I mean, he could very well be a Skrull because we know what's coming, but I don't think he is.
Oh, we're going to talk more about that too. But while talking to Jen, he said he was on the groom side, but it all just blends together. What did he mean by that, AK?
Because after the wedding, honestly, it really don't matter. And if she is a popular person and she's got tons of people coming, yeah, that them lines blur. And by the time you get to the reception and everybody's twisted and drunk, it's not gonna matter.
I think he was a lion, and he said, I'm on his side, but it all goes together. We're all friends. It's all good. We don't need to talk about it. Hey, let's talk about you. I was like, oh, this guy is.
You gotta have a master of small talk to be in there.
You go suave there.
A little too smooth, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Lulu break those two up from talking, like making Jen pick up the empties and had something inside for him to do? How come Lulu didn't want those two talking together?
She knew what she was doing.
Mean girl's gonna mean girl, man. That's the only reason.
Being like that.
There's no other legitimate reason to do that.
That was ruthless. Did you hear those trifling bridesmaids talking? She'll totally do it. This is such a Jen job. I make her do stuff like this all the time. I'm like, why did Jen agree to be a bridesmaid knowing that the way these women treat her?
I have a question. That last line that you said, that kind of gave me maybe not a red flag, but just like a question flag. Like, what you mean you make her do that stuff all the time? Bitch, she don't be around you. What you talking about? Like, what the hell did you tell these bitches about what's going on? And actually, who was the person that said that? Because that wasn't the bride that was out there. It was just the bridesmaid standing out there.
Yeah, those were all bridesmaids. Like, just ruthless,
Sus.
brutal. And after that, like right about the time like I dealt with that, and then they showed up with that little rat dog, I'd have been like, She-Hulk out, like later, bitches. I'd have been way gone. Like that's less
Gone.
talk. Like poor Jen. What's that?
Gone.
I'm sorry. One more time.
I said gone. That's it.
Oh yeah, exactly. Out the door. Like I'm not dealing with this anymore. Like who do you think you are? I'm She-Hulk. I got shit to do. And then poor Ched, like first Bruce, now Jen. Like, how is he supposed to compete with these two superpowered cousins? Like, he must feel so small at family functions.
To look at how he act, you can't tell that. Especially since he banking on the incredible name, and bro, you ain't no Hulk.
Yeah,
so
but that's all he has
what
to
you
do.
doing?
Like, what else can he do? Like, he's always feeling left out. He's got to like try to do something. Like, hey, I made manager. Like, I mean, how do you compete with two
How you
superpowered
figure
companies?
he's feeling left out? What evidence of this have we seen?
Just the way he acted out and walked in on Jen with all the She-Hulk stuff, like showing that
Because
he's
he was trying to get his money. He don't care about being left out. He just bitch, sign this real quick so I can go sell it for $1,000. That's a dude on his hustle. That's not somebody that's
I
being
don't know.
left
I think
out.
he's feeling some kind of way at the family functions. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, fandom? Would you not be feeling a little lower if all your cousins had superpowers and you were just you?
Nah, I wouldn't, honestly. There would be a tad jealousy at first, but I'm like, I'm just me.
All the aunts and uncles constantly bragging everybody else up and ain't got nothing to say, but you just made assistant manager at in Best Buy.
Bro,
like, I don't know.
Did you see that same family dinner that we saw? Chet ain't worried about shit.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's an act. I think deep down he's hurt. He's hurting.
He literally tried to mansplain her about trademarks, and she's a lawyer.
Hey,
Chet don't give a fuck.
He just wants to feel like he's got the upper hand in something. That's all that is. Oh, Jen reached out to Bruce at the wedding, but it sounds like she's been trying to get a hold of him for a while. Do you think we're gonna get him back by the end of the season, AK?
That's a gamble. We might get him back, but you can't see me, but I'm putting up quotations. We might get him back. I think somebody that looks like Hulk Banner is gonna be shown, but I don't know if that's actually going to be our Hulk Banner.
Jay thinks the bride was just being lazy, asking the guy to clean up too. Oh man, she is just that mean girl. We'll just call it that. She probably worked too hard to be their friend in high school. I don't know. She's enough to go ahead and take all that glitter and go up. I would not want to fight Thanos. Hey, if you're the Hulk and got beat up, hell no. Or if you saw him beat up the Hulk, I don't want that smoke. Oh, this Josh character seems a little too good to be true. We're already talking about it. He definitely has ulterior motives, so it sounds like we're all on the same page with that one. How was Jen's face not busted up after Titania punched her right in the nose, fandom? What was up with that?
I was questioning that when I saw that.
Like, she was just regular Jen, and she just took one right to the middle of the face and just, shrugged it off. Just too drunk to feel it, or what, AK?
Even then, you could have gotten like a nosebleed or something.
That's what I was saying. Like, not even so much as one drop. Like, dude, she punched him right in the face.
Bruce has taken hits after he changed. He's taken hits and been able to get out. I mean, he's been knocked down, but he would get back up. I think it's even in their human forms, it still would take a little bit, of extra to make them bleed. And Titania, we've already seen she's not stronger than She-Hulk. She might be able to match her a little bit during the fight to keep up with her, but she's not stronger than her. She knocked Jen over because Jen was tipsy drunk and she couldn't switch right away. Even being that drunk in that size small body, she still had enough control to not just automatically haul off and change into She-Hulk. So, Titania just happened to catch her and get lucky with them shots, because you saw as soon as she changed, that was game over.
Oh yeah, I guess I'll chalk it up to like how Bruce tried to swallow a bullet and the Hulk just spit it back out. Like, I guess he didn't always have that power. But I don't know. That just kind of took me out. I was like, how is the human form?
Yeah, she's still strong, just not as strong.
Is Jen too drunk to Hulk out at first, but eventually she gets there? And can we get this woman some sparring classes? Because she is the worst fighter I've seen.
She really do. Yeah.
I mean, she needs to learn how to throw a punch.
First of all,
do better.
I mean, I know she can afford it, but that's destruction of property. right there. That first hit with her foot that she sent to Titania, and I understand why she did it, but ma'am, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage you just caused right there. So you might want to watch out for that because you are a high class attorney. People know where to find you, and you don't want to get sued. And your
That's
boss
just
don't want you to get sued either. So stop it.
she's a high-powered attorney that makes those medium. That's why she gets paid the medium bucks. She can afford it. She can just.
Well, yes, she can afford it, but that's still bringing bad press to the firm overall. That's not a good look.
I don't know if she had better fighting skills, but yeah, she was. I don't know.
I think she maybe just has been doing it longer, and she hasn't met anyone like Jen before. She's probably never even really had to learn how to fight. She's probably been getting like one hit knockouts
It was
so
kind
far.
of
Whoever she's been going after.
it was kind of interesting in telling how Titania is like, you have this power and you don't even want it. You don't even deserve it, which means maybe Titania was a normal woman who did want that extra power and is fighting, she does want all that extra ability and Jen doesn't. So that's kind of why she's such a hater. Because obviously I think Titania, that makes me think she must have been normal and then somebody
I
did some kind
think
of
she
operation.
was. I have to go back and look, but I think that is actually the actual origin for her character.
What's that?
That she was normal, and at some point in time, she got some amount of superhero syndrome.
Yeah, I think she
And
went under the knife.
Yeah, I think she was definitely a regular chick before.
And then she did all that, and she went under the knife and went through all this, and she's still not as strong as the She-Hulk, and that just really drives her nuts. Like, you don't even
and
want to
also
everything for this.
and also not as pretty because she knocked out all of her veneers and she was and the mouth game was not looking good after that.
Oh, get to the dentist. You need to go straight to the dentist because something is off. Oh my goodness. And she didn't even beat Titania. Like, she beat herself slipping on that ice. Like, she did not look right when, like you said, when them veneers got knocked loose. That was off. And then they had the nerve, and she had the nerve to take the top tier of the cake. Like, the newlyweds saved that top tier for themselves. What are you doing, you evil woman?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
anyway.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
You didn't?
the very top piece, they'll usually take that. Sometimes they'll cut one piece and feed each other out of it, but usually they leave it alone and then they put it in the freezer and then they eat it on their very first anniversary. It's like an old school wedding tradition.
Oh, shoot.
Which is crazy that a cake can last a year in a freezer.
A whole year in a freezer, bro.
I think when they have it made, they do special stuff to it so it does last that long. Like, it doesn't taste great, I'm imagining, but it won't kill you. So I think the bakers do something. But yeah, that's an old school wedding tradition. Lulu walks in right after the fight, and Jen apologizes for hulking out. And Lulu looks around at her guest and then completely flips the script and acts like she's honored to have the She-Hulk at her wedding. So did she do that so she wouldn't look spiteful to her guest? Or is Lulu a straight-up scroll?
Neither.
What?
Lulu was just drunk.
Think so?
Yeah.
So
Because this is an extreme 1-bit off character. I would be very surprised whether we ever saw Lulu again. Her being a Skrull is of no consequence. And wanting to save face for her guests, she don't care about them people. She doesn't. And if I was Jen, though, I wouldn't be hugging shit out. Okay, fine, pat you on the head, get out my way. Let me go talk to these bitches over here, and then I'm out. Because it's all the other girls that I'm looking at who changed their tune now that She-Hulk is back, and they was looking over there worried until they hugged it out. I would have had some words for them.
They're gonna have to touch on that, Jake, because they still haven't told us why she did break into that courtroom in the first place. Like, why did she come in there and do that? Like,
it was in some interview or something that they did. It was very simple. She was there because of a traffic ticket.
Yeah, but I think
something was happening in that back hallway.
Yeah,
that made her
It was
enter.
It was low blood sugar. They said it in episode 2.
Shut up, man.
Yeah. First it was like speeding traffic ticket. Then it was low blood sugar. Like, they came with all the excuses, which means they're lying. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that. They need to let us know. But yeah, Jake thinks she's drunk. I don't know. The way that she said she didn't want her as a Hulk, and then she came in and was like, "Oh my God, the Hulk's at my wedding. That's amazing." That tells me that this woman is a Skrull trying to come in and talk to Jen as a Skrull or get close to Jen for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, I just got Skrull vibes off of that.
Okay.
You, you just think it was someone else. All right,
Yeah, I think she was just drunk.
it could be. It
Because
could
that's
be.
it. Talk about I was such a big fan because when she was sober and thinking clearly, no, I don't want you taking attention off of me. But now the wedding's over and it's at the reception. Everybody's tipsy and she's especially tipsy. And where the hell was she coming from?
Yeah, exactly.
Like the groom and everybody else was in there on the dance floor and watching the fight. Where was she?
Well, we can
That
talk.
that
We can
I
talk
will
about
say is
that.
a little bit sus, but I don't think that means that she's a scroll. She's probably just out there cheating.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. We saw that in the end clip. But back at the office, Mallory and Nikki are perusing the web and come across like a hate site for She-Hulk. And Nikki wanted to tell Jen about the site, but Mallory said not to. Like, who do you think was right in that situation?
Fandom.
Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it was my friend in that situation, I've been like, yo, they got a website like this. You need to know. Be on the lookout.
You think it was? You don't think Mallory had it right? Like, we don't need her being in her head like that. Dude, this is a She-Hulk. I think she can handle it.
No.
Like, I think she needs to know. I would have told her too.
You don't know that. You don't know what they're gonna come after her with, though. Yes, she's
Plus, she already
strong.
had like
That doesn't
one
mean
group of people like already like jumped her, even though they didn't do anything already.
they were some bozos though. The way them boys were talking on there, guaranteed they're gonna step their game up, and we see that somebody's already working on stepping their game up. But that situation right there and Nikki's actions in the situation is why I said I don't think Jen will ever have to worry about Nikki having her back.
It's funny how quick Nikki was on the phone to Jen, like, "Oh hell no, I'm not keeping this."
That's my girl.
Instantly, less than 3
What you
seconds.
mean? Don't tell. She didn't even get home first. She was like, "They call my bitch right now. They might get her."
So I'm gonna let them know, like, listen up, they on to you. Keep watch your six. Oh, so who was that spying on Jen eating fries there at the end? And how could they have even had that camera angle unless it was her date that took her to that spot exactly?
Mm-hmm.
Another reason why he's
All
sus.
planned.
Completely suspect. Like, I don't trust him. I do not trust him. It looked like somebody's gearing up to steal some of Jen's blood. Are we any closer to guessing? Like you were saying, AK, you might have some ideas who the big bad is going to be in this show?
I think it's going to ultimately be the leader.
Think leader.
And the leader is, if you remember the Incredible Hulk movie, at the end, after Blonsky ran off and did the whole abomination change, there was some of that blood dripping onto the doctor, Mr. Blue, I think was his code name, and his head started swelling up.
Mm-hmm.
That they're bringing him back. So I'm pretty sure by the end of the season we'll see him.
And there was like a green character there, so.
A green character where?
In the TV screen, right? It was like loading up. Or am I bugging out thinking of another show?
Yeah, I don't remember
you
that.
Might be bugging thinking of another show, but I'll go back and check it. What you said was near the end?
Yeah, there was like a green character. I think it was kind of like hinting at him.
Oh, I didn't see it.
But didn't you say like he has like a cousin or brother or something?
Who? Oh yeah. I think
I believe that they're hinting towards it.
The guy with the curly hair that she went on the date with, that was asking her all the questions, like what does it take to penetrate your skin and all that. That dude.
That was
I
Todd.
think he's Todd. Yeah, I think they're related.
Interesting.
Wait. Yeah. I'm getting the lore mixed up in my head.
No, I am right. There's like a green character on like a message screen, and he has like a crown on it. And I don't know if they're like hinting it's towards him or not.
Interesting. I mean, he's green. I think he's green in the comics. His skin turns green, but they didn't show that at the end of the Hulk movie, so I don't know.
You're talking about the green guy with the crown on it. That was on the Intelligentsia site. That was on her hate website, wasn't it?
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Was it there too?
I think that was just an ugly picture of the Hulk. Like, this is a Hulk. Let's get the Hulk page type thing. Like their little moniker mascot. I think.
Why would they put a crown on his head though? That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
I don't know. I got to go back and look at it.
Yeah, that was on the hate website that happened on that screen. So yeah, I don't know why they did that specific picture, but I just thought they were making fun of her. Like, basically, look, let's get this one. Oh, but wrapping it up, I was sitting there waiting for my end scene that they didn't give us, but what they did give us was some pretty cool clips. Did you see in those post credit how cousin Ched was making out with the bride?
Crazy.
Doesn't surprise me. I had missed that. I think I had cut it off before that, but
Oh,
not
yeah.
surprised.
Because she said she had a photo booth there, and then one of the things was like a bunch of strips, like people that took pictures in the photo booth. And the last thing was her hanging out with the bride, hanging out with Ched, and the last picture was those two making out. Oh my gosh, cousin
Not
Ched
surprised.
getting it in. Oh man, but yeah, I don't know how this episode rate for you against the other ones.
No, it was okay. Like you were saying earlier, it's pretty much a comedy show.
Yeah, it's a
Sitcom. There we go.
Yeah,
I wish I
was,
binged it more than watching it weekly, because nowadays I cannot watch weekly sitcoms. I can always binge them.
She refuses to watch anything unless it's totally out and she can binge it. So yeah, it's a lot. I don't mind going week to week and trying to figure it out before they show us. But yeah,
I like the interaction of it all.
Oh, yeah.
It was definitely half filler, but it's that right amount of filler and cheese and quirky that just works for this show.
Just bringing the love.
Not everybody can pull it off.
I'm surprised Titania came back this fast. I thought we were gonna have her like another 2 episodes or so.
That's called being petty.
Yeah, she's gonna. There's gonna be a thing. We got to see who she is, why she is, and what's going on with all this. Because yeah, like Jen says, why are you so obsessed with me? I worked my ass off to get these powers. You just got given it to it, and you don't even want it. That ain't fair. So I get it.
Okay,
I feel like they dropped that.
That ain't got shit to do with Jen though. That's a you problem.
Exactly. Oh, so we got a couple trivia questions to see what everybody remembers. Man, this was only a 24-minute show. I have no idea how I got so many questions out of it, but we're gonna try to knock it out.
Something told me there's gonna have a bunch of questions.
Oh man, we got into it this one. So we're gonna see what everybody remembers. If you're out there watching, put it in the chat box. If you're watching later, put it in the comments down below. What was the bride's name? Start off easy.
Lulu.
And what a little tougher, what was the groom's name?
I don't remember.
That was a tough one. They only said
he wasn't important. You see, she didn't even end the damn episode kissing him. So he's gonna be divorced like tomorrow.
I was about to say, did we ever even see the groom?
Nope.
I don't even think they did. I had to say the same thing.
Like we saw the groomsmen, but I don't think we saw the groom. Speaking of, do we know any of the groomsmen's names?
I know Josh.
Jonathan.
Jonathan is a dog, bro.
Jonathan. Yeah, I guess he was kind of a groomsman. We could give it that. But yeah, Josh was not a groomsman. But yeah, Jonathan was.
What the hell was he doing at the rehearsal dinner then? If he wasn't on the groom's side,
I don't think that was a rehearsal dinner. I think that was the actual wedding.
The first day she got there? Nah, he was there that first. They talked that first day she got there. That wasn't the wedding.
Day one. Yeah, I guess he was still in that dress. I guess it was. She's not going to wear the same dress twice. So yeah, I guess that was on that one. Yeah, I don't know why he was there. Just a friend. See, again, suspect. What are you even doing here? You're not in the wedding. You're not in the wedding party. Why are you at this reception dinner? Like, that's messed up. So yeah, all eyes on him. What was Mr. Immortal's name?
Well, I mean, which one? Like the one he answers to currently?
The one that he told his lawyers. So I'm guessing that's his real one.
Craig Hollis.
Chad was not one of the names. But yes, Craig Hollis indeed was the name that he gave his lawyers. What company car did Mr. Immortal use to break his fall?
Damn it. Isn't it the lawyers, the law firm's company car?
Incorrect. If you know that one, put it in the chat box. How many businesses did Lulu the Bride say that Titania had?
5. Yeah.
5,000. That's right. Oh, and we already know what the guest name was that was flirting with Jen. I already said that one. How many exes were suing Mr. Immortal?
I'm kind of confused on that.
6.
If you pan out, like she says, what's her name says, ladies and gentlemen. There's only one guy at the table, but there's 2 guys in that room. For whatever reason, the guy standing by the window, I guess, I don't know, maybe he was just there for moral support. So
was it 8?
If that's the case, it's 8 wives and then the one husband. But if he is just a silent person,
it ain't 8, it's 9.
Whatever he gets after.
Oh, look at Jay Cruz
1,
knocking it
2,
out. Well done,
4,
sir.
5,
Absolutely.
6,
You remember
7,
the security
8.
name?
Why do you say 9, fandom? 9 women?
Oh no, in total.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 9 in total. It was, and it is kind of a trick question because when you pan out, there are 9 people sitting there. But later
And
on,
one dude in the back.
but when Nikki's talking to, when Mallory's talking to Nikki, she says 8. She said like his 8 exes. So yeah, it's
Yeah, and
kind
he
of a
wants
trick
to
question.
split the gold 8 ways, which still doesn't add up because that don't take care of the menses.
Yeah,
It's weird.
yeah. She said yeah, but Nikki said 8. It was 8 exes. But yeah, I had 9 written down at first until the end when she actually said that. I was like, ooh, that's a good trick one.
Maybe split it to 8 because not all wanted money. Remember that one
See?
just wanted an apology and like eye contact?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
For like 15 seconds, and it went up to 20.
Right?
Because he was getting of all the things on that list, that's the one thing he had an issue with.
Oh, getting pet.
Was the
Exactly.
eye contact? Like, bruh, you really are a fuckboy.
Oh, it was amazing. I loved it. And then Nikki out there giving penalty seconds, like, oh, you just tacked on
Damn
5
right. I
more.
told you, Nikki a real one. She don't deal with that fuck shit.
That was amazing. How did the groomsmen wrinkle their shirts?
Playing Nintendo Switch.
Playing Nintendo. Just fucking idiots.
What were they playing exactly?
Mario Kart.
Mario
Yeah,
Kart.
there you go. How long was Mr. Immortal married to the woman worried about the settlement portions?
Which one? There's
There's only one that complained. She's like, why should she get this much? I was married
2
to
months.
Oh, so 17 years.
Incorrect.
17 or 18 years, I think.
There you go. Nice hit. 18
Hold on.
years. Well done, you.
Yeah, because I wrote their name and what their thing down was.
And I'm
18.
curious, one of them has a kid. So it's like, does he probably inherit some of his abilities or not?
What she got was related directly just to her son.
Right, but he's saying since it's Mr. Immortal's kid, does Mr. Immortal's kid have abilities as well?
See, yeah, they never went that far.
They never touched on it, but that's
and there's no reason for them to in the context of what they were doing. But yeah, great question.
Yeah, that's amazing. I have no idea, but yeah, if that comes back, that'd be another one they slipped right by me. I love it. What's Cousin Ched's DJ moniker?
DJ Incredible.
There you go. DJ Incredible. That's amazing. Oh, which of the exes got a sincere apology in the settlement? The one the fandom was just talking about.
Yeah, the last chick who looked like the freaking hippie, I guess is the best way that I could describe her. But yeah, that's the pan out that I was talking about. Like that. Who was the dude standing by the window right there? Why is he there?
Probably a husband just there for moral support.
How
New husband. Anybody know what her name is?
Yes. Hold on. I have to scroll up.
Jake says blonde on the
right. Amy.
Oh, Amy, absolutely correct. Amy is her name. Well done, you. She's like, I wrote those down. I
told you I got all of them.
How many followers did Titania said the woman filming her had?
11.
2.
Oh, nailed it.
Oh yeah, it was 11. That's right.
11. How long did Mallory say she'd been married?
Mallory.
2 months.
No, hold on. Damn it. Where's her line at? Didn't you just ask me something about Mallory?
Oh, how long did Mallory say she'd been married?
10 years.
That is incorrect.
Oh wait, is that the 2-year one?
That is incorrect.
No, ain't that the lawyer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, shit. Okay, I'm still thinking on the wives. You're right. It's hold on. 11 years this October.
There you go. Absolutely. I almost gave it to you for the 10 years because it technically is 10 years. It'll be 11 years in October, but we're going with the 11. Good job. Well done, you. What month is Mallory's anniversary? You just said October. And what was the hate website called about Jen? I already said that one.
It's the same one they use for the guys in Intelligentsia.
Yep, absolutely. How many views did the post "When You a Hulk but You Still Dumb" have?
Yeah, didn't look that far.
Deep cut. I had to get one. Make sure you guys didn't get them all.
I thought about slowing down and going through like all those things, but I was like, yeah, nah, that's way too many right now.
Oh, then it's probably going to be real tough to get this last one. Last but not least, what clickbait title did Nikki push to find that hate site about Jen? What was the title?
Something Hulk.
Absolutely correct. Something Hulk. You are correct. Oh, third of the way there.
Jake said Bishop Security. Is that it?
That is incorrect.
Company car? No?
Yeah. It was a security, but it wasn't Bishop Security. It had a specific name, but yeah,
Does it
halfway
start
there.
with an S?
No.
All right, that's all I guess
He's like, that's
on
cool.
that one.
Oh, but you guys did pretty good. Knocked it out. Yeah, I mean, that was 19 questions. And you got most of them right. So well done, you. Well done, you. I will tell you the security starts with an H. Oh man, but yeah, that's gonna do it. Looking forward to it. I mean, they gotta bring some serious plot action in these next couple because, I mean, they got a lot of these one-offs, and like she said, like plot armor, having Wong show up, and we don't really have time for this wedding scenario, but that's what weddings are, inconvenient. Like those are cute little monikers, but she's gonna have to come through with an episode that's like, oh, there we go, that's what we came for. Like,
they're gearing up for it.
Start out, yeah, exactly.
Like what, 3 more episodes to go, and Daredevil hasn't even shown up.
Right? Like we need.
That's it. I told y'all if it wasn't this episode, it's going to be the next one, and I think it's going to be the next one since they have that new syringe ready.
Yeah, I mean, people seem pretty upset, I guess, that they went this, like, you're going to show freaking Daredevil last episode, hint to him, and then not have him come on in this episode. Sounds like people are pretty lit up about that.
So
come on, the rise before the storm, man. Like, come on.
The calm before the storm. Exactly. I love it. I love it. So that's going to do it for us this week. She-Hulk, I mean, it wasn't the greatest episode, but it certainly wasn't the worst. I like it, and I'm still all in for the show. Like, I don't see why people are so upset about this. Like, it's quirky, it's funny, it's just kickback. I mean, a little over the top, like the Nikki and Mallory's, like the lawyers going off on their client like that. That was a little, like, over the top, but for the most part, I'm still in for it. I just hope they stick the landing. How about you, Phantom?
I liked the episode. It wasn't bad. Again, I always think of it as way as a sitcom. If I wasn't, I'd be treating it like Hawkeye.
Oh man, so that's gonna do it for us. You guys got trivia going on tomorrow?
Nah, next week.
Oh, yeah, next week.
Trivia,
next week.
I think tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Already
yeah, what has Amazon been doing to you? You losing days now?
I work like 6 days a week, so it's like I don't know anything anymore.
Oh, Jake's saying Hawkeye was better than this one. What do you think, Phantom?
Repeat what you just said?
Jake says Hawkeye was better than She-Hulk. What do you think?
Like you're comparing like an action show to a sitcom. Like, I really can't compare it as much, really.
I need to see the finale. Let me watch.
Then again, some people would say that no, but one's a sitcom and one's like a Christmas show. So it's like, I gotta rewatch Hawkeye. When She-Hulk ends, I'll rewatch Hawkeye and I'll get back to you, Jake.
He said I liked Hawkeye. Hawkeye was my weakest one out of all of them.
It wasn't completely horrible, but
it was watchable for sure.
It's definitely not better than She-Hulk.
So, I got to see the finale and then I'll let you know. But yeah, I mean, Hawkeye only had 6 episodes. They're bringing us 10 in this one, so.
And low key, the finale. I think the finale episode for Hawkeye is what saved it for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the action in that one, like the whole Christmas scene, was pretty dope.
Yep.
Oh man, so that's gonna do it for us. Hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week. We'll be back next Tuesday with House of the Dragon, so I hope to see you there, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic weekend. Be easy, everybody.